Hi everybody, I'm Dave. Welcome to Mahala's Astrology. I'm Dave. I'm going to cover another one of the reports that we're going to give to the people that join the community. This particular report is the Cosmo 1-year natal report, and I'm going to show it to you in two different ways. Basically, this is a forecast report that you go from birthday to birthday, or you basically look out a year, and it goes and finds all the different aspects that are happening, all the transitions that are occurring, and it displays it to you in this really nice, pretty lengthy report. So let's get to it. Here, we're going to start by going to mahalasastrology.com. We're going to click on purchase. We're going to go to the 1-year subscription to the community section and look at the click here to view sample reports. That's what we're going to look at, sample reports. And to here we have the 1-year Cosmo forecast outer planets. That's one report we want to look at. So we're going to open that in a new tab. And we're going to go look at another one here, Cosmo 1-year forecast, which is the full forecast. We'll open that in a tab. So these two reports here are both the same report, but they differ in the amount of information that they show. So when we look at either one, they're going to have a title page, they're going to have the natal chart. So it's going to talk about what your natal configuration is, and then planet to planet selections. So they go through this, and this report's going to report on the different conjunction, opposition, square, the different aspects with the orb degree of 1 here. So this is kind of almost a perfect association. And so that happens in both charts, it's a 1. So then the difference that we're going to see between these two charts are the two reports is that with these reports, one is super long. One is, this one here is the full report. It is 64, 65 pages long. It's an amazing amount of information. When you go online looking for this report, you'll find that people will sell you a Cosmo forecast, and they'll sell it to you in a 3-month chunk, because the amount of information that's in this report, as you can see, it's 64 pages. They'll break that down, so in 3 months you'll get 1/4 of that, so you get about 15, 16 pages, which is generally totally doable. 15 pages is kind of at the maximum for a typical report. But here, I did a whole year. I want to basically keep this really simple, go year to year, makes it simple to do the math, do the generation of reports, which generates a big report. And the thing that's different between these two reports is that when I look at this one, this one here is going to show every aspect. So it's going to show here Sun conjunct Sun, Venus sextile the ascendant, Mercury sextile Saturn. So when you look at these, you'll find that most of them in the full report, most of the time spans that these aspects are powerful or are providing their influence on are about 2 days, maybe 3 days. And so here we have June 7th to June 9th, we have 8th to 10th, we have 10th to 11th, we have overlapping days of 10th to 12, and so we get those really fast moving planets coming through. When you contrast that with the outer planets. The outer planets take a little bit longer to move. So here we have Pluto opposite Venus. And so this one is from January 28th to July. This is a 6-month transit. So when, depending on how you like to look at your reports, you might want to say, well, I just really kind of want to see what things are transpiring right now through the month of June. And so you might say, okay, so I have Pluto opposing Venus. I also have Neptune square the Sun, which is May to July. And then in my chart, I have May to August, which is Neptune square Neptune. And so June 12th, July 12th is Mars conjunct the midheavens. And then go a little bit farther here, June 18th to July 4th, smaller one, Mars trine Mercury. So what we do is we're looking at these in a way that it kind of removes the noise. It removes all the really fast-moving planets. So you can look at energies that are there for a little bit longer period of time. But we also have it in the full form. So the cool thing about the full form is that when you look at the full form, you might say, well, what's going to happen to me on, say, August 3rd? So I'm going to go search for our October 3rd. So here, I'm going to fast forward down into the report and look at August. And so in August, I have August 3rd. August 3rd starts right here. And if you were to go look at a calendar, I'm going to go look at a calendar really quick like. The calendar is going to take us to October. October 3rd is a Wednesday. Let's pretend for a second that we're on Sunday, October 7th. And so we're going to go a little bit farther and say, I come around to this on a Sunday. What's happening on a Sunday? What's going to happen for this week, 7th to 14th in October? So here, I'm going to see that Mercury is sextile Saturn. I'm going to see Sun conjunct Pluto. On the 8th, Mars is conjunct the midheavens. I'm going to see that Mercury is sextile Mars here on the 7th through 9th. And then let's see, September through October. So here during that same week, I have Venus trine Jupiter. I also have October 8th and 9th as Sun square the Moon. And I have October 7th through 12th, Mars trine Mercury. Go a little bit farther. The 9th, we have Sun sextile Neptune. We have here Sun trine the Sun. And then the 13th, we have the Sun square Venus. So if you can go a little bit farther here, another one, which is the 12th through 18th, which is Venus square the midheavens. So when you go look over this particular report, you can highlight the whole section here. That here are the 6 or 7 transits that are coming up for this week. You can look at them and say, well, how are they going to be for me? We have a sextile here. We have a conjunction, another sextile. We have a trine. So far, things are looking pretty good. The general energies are usually harmonious, and we can look at the details in there. And then we have the Sun square the Moon, and that is for a 2-day period in the middle of that. We have Mars trine again, so we have another sextile, we have a trine, we have a square Venus. So if you were to go look deeper at this, basically we'll see that you can look at the subtle aspects that are coming your way for this time period. So for instance, when we look at Mercury, we're dealing with the mind, we're dealing with those fast, fleeting thoughts. Your mind is serious and you are able to concentrate on work that requires patience, attention, and to detail and precision. Practical concerns dominate. It is a good time to learn practical skills, do your taxes, organize your files, take care of business. You want to avoid light social conversation, trivialities that distract you from your work. And then looking at the same thing, so that's the 6th to 7th, looking from the 6th to 8th, something which has been lost or hidden may come to light now. Secrets, long buried, feelings and desires, or skeletons in the closet could be revealed. This is also time when you can easily go to extremes. You become deeply involved in and even somewhat obsessed about whatever you are doing. Driving yourself beyond the limits can be destructive now. So here we have this Pluto bringing up things that are kind of hidden in the background, but it's going to be in amongst the other energies that are going on at the same time, like Mars conjuncts midheaven. Your desire for leadership, personal recognition for your efforts, and absolute control over your own affairs is very strong now. You are very competitive in business affairs and business. You aggressively present your concerns and interests to colleagues and superiors. Anger over an inability to be first or be on the top is quite possible, but you won't take it lying down. You are ready to fight if necessary in order to forge ahead. So this is saying that there's this energy behind you that's able to motivate you, get you going, get you to stand up for things. And then that's going to merge together with, it may even be with the Pluto influence in the previous one, to bring in something that was hidden. It's kind of cool when you get to look at these things, but wow, the amount of information that's provided in this Cosmo natal report is fairly large. In this case, I just went to 1 week out of the whole year. You've got 52 weeks in there that you can go look at, and we can look at the little aspects associated with those. But this is something that you get to go look at. These reports are going to be put up for you. So is there anything I want to say about the full reports? So the outer planets are basically Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. And we find longer configurations here. And definitely much smaller on this report. But it is all, it's just, the only real difference is it removes the little things that are moving. It removes the Venus configurations, the Mercury configurations from the chart. Anyway, that is kind of in a nutshell what these two reports are about. If you join the community, this is going to be these forecasts, the Cosmo forecast. These two will be something that will provide everybody for the year that we're currently in, or from where you log in or where you subscribe for that year coming up. And let's see, what else we can do with this? Feel free to look over the other videos that I've done for this too. There are a bunch of different reports that are going to be provided. For each one of those natal reports, I've done a review so you can see what the report is. I talk about it a little bit, try to give you a little bit of feelings about it. But the only way you get these is you join the community. Come join the community, start to participate with us, take a look at the community tab on Mahala's Astrology, and ask a question about a report, and I'll go dig it up for you, see what I can find out. Anyway, I'm glad you came to watch this. Share the video with a friend, share the link with a friend, tell your friends about it. I'll talk to you soon.